What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of In the Volvo. Today's guest is going to be Denim Cox. I met Denim when he was like 16 years old, and he's left a lasting impression on me as being an incredible bike rider, and he's just got a really good head on his shoulders. Definitely an interesting guy. So yeah, I'm excited to get him in the car, talk about stuff, go film some clips, and generally just have a good day of riding.
What's up, dude?
How's it going, man?
Good.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. No worries. Like I said, we got all day.
Wait, whose truck is this?
That is one that me and Sauce are actually partners working on. He's putting all the money into it. I'm putting all the work into it. Shift boot, you know?
Okay.
But really, it's just a couple 3-inch paintbrushes. Like, this is the first time I ever did a seat where my lines actually match up and I'm happy with it. With my dad, I've always messed around with being around cars. He builds old, like, 1927, 1930. He built some old shit. She's all in air ride, so she'll come up about this much. Here, we have 4 KLX 110 dirt bikes because it's the best dirt bike ever. Fucking heaps of fun. Yeah, this is the rest of the shop.
This is where shit Cox built happens?
Yeah, this right here and right there is the other work tables and tools that don't fit under here.
So what is the story with this living situation? I mean, you were talking about in the garage, so...
Oh, this living situation here.
So...
Dude, this living situation is awesome. Okay. I used to live in California with my parents.
Okay.
Like 6 years ago, we moved here from Tucson. We lived here, had a couple houses, different spots. My dad likes to move a lot.
Nobody likes that, except for your dad, apparently.
Every 5 years, he likes to move for some reason. I don't think he's gonna move again though, because now he's in Texas, having the time of his life. So anyways, while I was in Barcelona, my parents were talking about moving to Texas. I knew they were gonna do it, so I put all my stuff in a storage unit before they went.
Okay.
And while I was gone, they dipped out. They did exactly what they said they were gonna do and moved to Texas. And then I came back from Spain and Sauce was like, yeah, you could stay at my house for a couple weeks or whatever, figure out an apartment situation. I was living there with him and Austin Augie at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Austin Augie was living there on the couch as well. So it was me on the floor, Austin Augie on the floral couch in Sauce's room, and Sauce. That was some hectic times, but it was funny as hell. I ended up staying there for like 6 months, and then Sauce's mom ended up actually moving out. Fuck yeah, brother! That's dreams. If I had money, that would be me.
I was gonna say, do you know that guy?
No, I wish. If I had money, that's me. So Sauce's mom ended up moving out.
Okay.
And then Jeff, his dad, offered me that room for rent. So now I'm there. I pay $650 a month for a room, but I have the full workshop and everything, and I live in Huntington Beach, California.
$650 for a room and a workshop, basically.
Yeah. Dude, it's gold.
That's incredible.
I really want to get an industrial unit and live in that, and that might happen soon enough because Jeff just retired.
Okay.
And that house is kind of expensive, so he's trying to downsize anyways. And if he's trying to downsize, then I'll just get the industrial unit like I want to, go left it that way. And then I'll have space to do stuff. And my stuff will be indoors. Yeah. Which is super important to me.
How'd you pick up all these skills? Seems they're like, I mean, working on cars, making all this stuff out of wood, like that stuff you learned from your dad too?
I didn't learn woodworking from my dad, really. I mean, I learned how to make skate ramps and stuff back in Arizona. We were always messing around. I had a full-on skate park in my backyard. It was sick. We had like a 90-foot driveway, and I was skating every day. So my dad said, well, why are you not skating at your own house? Well, Dad, all I have is a 1080, like those little black plastic ramps.
Oh, okay.
And I love that shit. It was fun as hell. Go as fast as I can down my street and just launch it. But one day, this is a crazy story. One day, we were at this roller derby event.
Okay.
Because my mom does roller derby.
Okay.
She's real cool. Knocks girls out, breaks ankles and stuff. She's a full-blown savage in the game.
Roller derby's awesome. All right.
VIP of the night. Anyways, we're at this event and there's some dude. He is skating around this rink in like some rainbow tights and just being so weird and singing so poorly. It was really painful to hear. Okay. So my dad goes, son, I'll give you $100 bill if you go knock that guy off his skates.
Oh, no way.
Dude, I'm 15 years old. I'm trying to get that $100 bill. So I'm running around the side. I'm acting like I'm gonna go get a hot dog or something, and I just roll up and I kick his skate out from under him. He goes down. I instantly had regret. Felt so bad about it. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. He was like, oh yeah, I know what you did, dude. I'm gonna tell your mom. I was like, you should probably tell my dad. And then, yeah, well, with that $100 bill, he didn't give me the $100 bill. He was like, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna build a quarter pipe for you. And that's where it all started.
Hell yeah.
We built a little quarter pipe, and from then it was game on. Always building stuff, building dirt jumps, and then, like I said, building stuff in the shop, just all the time, little stuff. Forever, as long as I can remember. I've been in the garage with my dad.
When was Shit Cox built started then? When did it become like a... That's what you call it, right?
Dude, yeah,
your Instagram handle.
Shit Cox Builds. Okay. And that was a complete accident. I didn't know anything I didn't know it could become anything that it is right now. That those Allens that you were filming earlier, that's the first spot I ever built. I just built it for my Allens. I thought it was cool as hell, you know?
Was that a replica spot too, by the way, or?
No, it's not a replica spot, but I did kind of make the down rail look like the cement rails in Laguna.
Okay.
I gave it little slants on the sides.
Okay.
Yeah, I just built that for me. And then I posted a photo on Instagram, and people were like, what? That's so sick. And I was working at a door factory where there's scrap wood everywhere. Mm-hmm. So all I'm seeing now, after people like that, is like, whoa, I could do this with that little piece. Okay. And I'd pick up little scrap pieces and kind of throw stuff together, and people started liking it and liking it more and more. And then Jerry hit me up and was like, hey, do you want to do some trophies for this contest coming up? I'm like, what? Yeah, hell yeah. And then from then on, it's just been popular.
I was so hyped when I saw the trophies. Dude. That was really cool.
Yeah, I was surprised he hit me up to do that.
Trophies for contests are notoriously like, it's hard to think of something cool. I mean, even like when we've done things in the past for Ride, like we're like, what are we gonna make? Like, that was cool. Those are the coolest trophies. From the store. Yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like, or someone makes me out of metal, but it just looks like a stick figure on a bike doing like a flip.
Yeah, and that one guy that Jerry used to use, the guy that uses chain link and does the bowls and shit, that is so cool to me. I wouldn't want to do that. That's a lot of work, but so is the wood stuff. I like doing the wood though, because there's all kinds of different woods. Mm-hmm. And they got their different characters. You know, some of them are dark, some of them are light. You can get super creative with wood. I follow some dudes on Instagram that make crazy octopus sculptures. It's an octopus, and it has 4 tentacles that hold up a glass piece, and it's a table. Dude, there are some people that are amazing on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
find inspiration all day.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. My Shit Cox Builds account is just all other people's cool stuff. I just look at it. Dude, it really is inspiring.
Oh, yeah. Even if, like, I mean, obviously I'm not very good with my hands or crafty, but when I see someone make something like what you do or anything else I appreciate, it gets me motivated to at least like apply myself to my skill set, you know, like it might not give me a direct idea to do something, but I'm like,
it never needs to be
that dude made that looks sick. Like I want to go out and do something right now, you know,
course.
Like
hell yeah,
it's definitely contagious.
I love that shit.
So where are we going right now?
Well, I need to get a new seat for my bicycle. I ripped mine the other day. Very unfortunate. So we're gonna go to Epic BMX and hang out with my good buddy Foo.
You ride for them as well?
Ride for Epic?
Yeah.
I'd say yes.
Cool.
Hell yeah. It's the only bike shop I would ever go to. No, I lied. In Denver, I went to, what's the one in Denver?
Oh, Pusher.
Yeah, Pusher.
Yeah.
Those guys are sick as hell too.
Yeah, Clay's the man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dude, I went there on the Grime tour, and I needed a back wheel. He just hooked me up right then and there. Grant sent him one in the mail. Perfect. All right, here we are. Epic BMX. Hi, Megan.
That's a Boxster.
Yeah.
You
You
want
know what that is?
It's
It's the head of a pig.
This guy come back from racing the L track. You know he won, right?
The what?
Jeff, you know Dylan won the L track
I
race,
did, I
right?
did see that, Dylan.
Look at that. Ooh!
Champion.
Ooh, we need a new windshield. I was like, what happened? It's all, we hit a bird on the way back. Like,
we got.
Well, I got one spot in mind. There's a little local smith that needs to be handled.
All right.
It's been a new spot for a while. Ooh, there's actually something on Warner that needs to be handled too. But I don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah.
Honestly. I don't like riding schools really.
I'm the same way. Like, I
Go
feel like
through the cuts.
schools are like the modern skate park or
Yeah.
like skate plaza.
Exactly. Everyone's been there. Everyone's seen it.
And then I feel like if you don't actually have like a lot of tricks,
Me.
they're trick riding ground. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah, I need to find like where the setup is the trick. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I go to a spot and the spot tells me what to do. I don't tell the spot what I want to do. The spot tells me what I have to do.
Yeah, spot dictates the trick. I like that. I can definitely identify with that more. I mean, obviously someone does some crazy combo. I'm like, wow, that was insane.
Yeah, obviously.
But it's not really what motivates me when I ride.
No.
You know?
I don't like getting mad at all. So trying something for more than like 20 minutes is just so frustrating. It's like, why am I doing this? I'm having fun, right? Well, the fun stopped 10 minutes ago, so done with this. But then, no, I'll usually keep going and then just get more mad. But sometimes I'll come through, pull it off.
What is your general philosophy with like? I feel like just my experience riding with you. Obviously, you do some pretty wild things, but you do seem to have a really calm, cool, collected approach when you do things. Like, is there like a certain philosophy or something you have to like get yourself to do the scary things that you do?
A wise man once told me, he said, more speed, less doubt. So usually I just like to go fast and hope it works out. But no, in all seriousness, when I roll up to a spot, the spot already told me what I have to do. So I already know what has to be done. I've already seen it go through my head. I've seen myself land the trick. So in my head, there's no reason to look at the spot again until it's go time.
Okay.
So I'll tend to walk away, go ride around, do some little decades or something, get my head in my own game as everyone's setting up, and then when they're ready, I've already been ready, so it's just go, one and done. If you sit there and you roll up to a spot 15 times, you're not getting any less scared.
That's absolutely true.
Every time you roll up, you're tripping yourself out more. If you roll up, you're just thinking of the bad things. If you vision yourself do it, then just do it. And a lot of times it works out for me. Sometimes I have catastrophic failures, hence this giant fucking lip.
Was that the peg to the cheek incident, or was that another crash?
No, that's another crash.
Okay.
This one here is when I put both of my front teeth, fake as fuck, through my lip.
Oh.
In Arizona on a trip. On the second day. That was probably the worst trip I ever been on, but it was still fun as hell. Me and literally the entire comic crew. I think it was like 14 people in a Motel 6.
Oh, that's a story right there.
Yeah, we all went to Arizona in 2 cars, and I don't know what happened that day. We were getting high as hell, I know that. And we went out to go ride. We're at ASU, I think, and there's like a 5 flat 6 there. Mm-hmm. It's a really cool spot. Jamin Carr's with me. He's like, okay, I want to wall ice it really bad because it looks awesome. I'm like, I'm trying to gap wall ice this thing. It looks so sick. James like, all right, if you do that, I'll get you back with the wall ride over the rail. I'm like, sick. All right, cool. Security comes out. They're not having it. They're so mad at us. Like, get the hell out of here, blah, blah, screaming at us. So we just like go out and go left. Go. There's the same setup, like 100 feet that way. Go over there. I'm rolling up at it like an idiot. Sauce is setting up. The fucking guy comes back over and gets back in our face. Da, da, da. And I'm like, all right, fucking Sauce right here. Boom. Go to send it. Complete lazy ice pick. Straight over the bars, right to my mouth. No. Knocked 2 teeth out. Was so concussed. Apparently I got a ride from a cop to the hospital, and I don't remember that. Like, I remember getting in it and thinking, like, what is going on? And then getting to the hospital and saying thank you. I remember saying thank you. So at that light up there, we can make a left.
Cool.
And then I think we'll be in there. Do you have any wax?
I do.
Okay, we might need a little bit. It's a fresh, untouched ledge.
I have pretty much everything you could need.
That's a good filmer right there.
Yeah, I over the years, there's been like anything you could think of that's happened that's preventing me from getting a photo or a clip or whatever. I'm like, all right, well, this is not going to be an issue next time.
Yeah.
And I'll get whatever that problem is. Like, so.
Oh, you realize that BMX riders aren't reliable in bringing tools and things like that?
Random shit, yeah, like extra pedals, tubes, tires. Like, there was a point back, like, when I had like animal tires, Primo tires, Fit tires, like maybe one of each sponsor. So even like the dudes,
if they fuck
like,
it up completely,
you know, like,
yeah, well, I got you, your sponsor and everything.
Yeah,
so
I had a couple.
You literally have no excuse.
I had a couple, like, just, you know, that wasn't a planned thing. They kind of just like piled up in my car, and I'm like, all right, well,
yeah,
now I got these.
Damn, look at that pole jam right there. New spot.
Oh shit.
Maybe we'll have to check that out.
Yeah, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah, look at that thing. It's pristine. So much run up. Oh, no way. Cool. Hey, good to see you. How are you? Alright, we can go rip that pole jam across the street. You think I could chink chink? Booker. Dry run it.
Okay.
It should be fine. It's pretty much a Smith stall because my front tire only has a grind for like a foot, so I believe in the plastic. I can get a foot slide out of it. Yeah, you gotta go to the bottom. I'll sneak up from the top. Wait. There's TZ. That's how we're gonna do it. I see. Okay, here we go. A little too much juice on that one. There she is. That's what she needed.
That was perfect too.
2 little quick hitters.
Not bad.
Dude, I didn't even know that pole jam was there, so that was cool to roll from.
In front of the weed shop.
Yeah. CBD shop, bro. It's
CBD
not
shop.
THC. We're out here medical purposes only.
I think the first time I met you, you were maybe like 15 or 16. You were on Stranger Flow, and you came out with Miles to LA. And it was a heavy day. It was like Miles, Tony, Jackson. It was like the heat of them filming for some Stranger stuff, like DVD stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember like they were all riding that Gap to Kink rail.
Oh yeah, that was the first day.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the time. Yeah, fuck yeah.
And you were like, you didn't ride it at all. You chilled the whole time. Everyone did their things, and then all of a sudden you're like, all right, now I'll do some stuff. And you literally just like got on your bike and you gap iced it and like gap hangered it, I think. And like, I was blown away because I was like, he didn't touch his bike for like an hour.
I was just waiting on the boys.
But see, that's what I was getting at, is like the fact that you had the foresight to like handle a situation like that. And like, you know, some kids might not know any better, and they might just like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. And you're just like,
I didn't even want to do that at all, but I just watched Miles do that fucking 180 pegs, 270 over hard or whatever it was, and Gabe did some shit. Everybody did some stuff. I was like, well, shit, now I gotta get involved. Like, obviously that gap rail was real sketchy. The run up was all fucked up. You had to hop way early, and I did not want to ride it really until they did all that shit. It motivated me.
Okay,
like you say, you watch people and then you get the inspiration. So yeah, that was a good rail, dude. I was way more scared of the gap ice than the gap hanger. I don't know why. I don't like leaning back. I like diving in.
Was that one of your first times riding with like a pro squad, filming like besides like your friends and stuff?
That definitely was. That's why I was just, like sitting back, watching, kind of monitoring what was going on. Yeah, I've definitely never been in a situation like that. Except for like a jam, maybe.
Okay.
But that was also real early into my riding career, so it was all pretty new. Shout out to Miles. He was so good about that shit. Just like, yeah, come stay at my house the whole weekend. I got you. We got mad stuff we can do. Introducing me to everybody. It was so cool.
How did the whole BSD thing come about?
Reed. Freaking Reed. When I was in Spain, just kind of hanging out. I was there with Eric Sands. Simone was there. Reed was there. You know, usual Barcelona stuff. We were there chilling. Reed flew in, and he was staying at the trap house with me, Eric, and everybody. And we're sitting in the trap house one night, all on Instagram. Simone looks up, he's like, whoa, dude, Augie Simonici off Stranger on his phone. We're like, what the fuck? We all go on Instagram, look, we're looking at the hype behind it, we're like, holy shit, they added Adam LZ straight. Adam LZ is our teammate. Like, what the fuck? And then Reed and Simone were all just immediately started giving me shit like, oh yeah, you got a new teammate, whoa, okay, go that way.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta go hard left for sure. I forgot about that rail. Dude, I haven't touched that thing in 4 years, 5 years, easy. Oh, fuck yeah. Wow, okay, yeah. So they started giving me shit, and then we talked about it for a while, and Reed just kind of jokingly said like, yo, dude, we gotta get you on BSD. I was like, you know I'm down, dude. Fuck this shit. Stranger, sorry. BSD, I'm down. But I ended up staying on Stranger for like another month, maybe, thinking about it. Like, I didn't want to leave right away. Because at first it was just Augie that left. And then, who was second?
I don't remember the order. Augie was definitely the first one, though, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And he got a brutal statement out there.
He did, yeah.
About why he left. That's why I love him. He's straightforward, tells it how it is.
Yeah, there's no half-stepping with Augie.
No, hell no. But yeah, after a couple weeks, then Reed hit me up. He was like, hey, dude, Grant's going to call you this week. Like, oh yeah? Okay. Grant texted me. He's like, hey, cool. You cool to talk? You good to talk right now? I was like, yeah, absolutely. FaceTime audio, because obviously he's in another country. I'm at work. I'm like, hey, boss, gonna take a one quick. Outside, talking, chatting it up. Super cool guy right after that. I was like, dude, this is gonna be amazing. And from then on, it's all history.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's it like being on a team with Reed? Reed is just so like energetic. I feel like
Reed is
like,
wild, man. Me and him get along so good though, because yeah, he is that high energy attitude, always down to do whatever.
Yeah.
He either wants to vibe or he wants to ride, but he definitely don't want to sit on his ass, you know?
That's for sure.
And that's how I am too. Like, yeah, me and him get along real good. And when there's other people on the trip as well, we're both the motivators. So, dude, when him go on a trip with anybody, we're so goddamn productive. I can't even believe how good we did in Thailand. Like,
yeah,
every day we're out of the house.
Video.
Yeah, every day we're out of the house by like 10:30, 11, pedaling far as hell. Because there's just not really trains or anything. There's a boat that goes up. You take the boat down the river. That's pretty cool. We would take the boat up the river and then go down. Yeah, go left right here. Behind
Butler's Market.
In the cut.
Yeah, BTS is the best. And that's another thing too. I feel like with the BSC team, since you've been on there, you've been traveling a ton.
Yeah, I know.
Like where else? Where
best people.
Where have you been?
I have been to Bangkok, Thailand, South Africa. We went from Cape Town to Johannesburg. We did like a road trip through South Africa. So I hit a bunch of little weird ass towns.
Oh, I bet.
People that were so hyped on BMX. It was awesome. Yeah, the Grime Bar tour, that was really cool. We got to see a lot of little itty bitty cities, and we just rode all BTS, all Grime, the worst spots we could find. It was fun. All right. Check. Air in my other tire. Check. This is what came out of Barcelona. Mega spin to decade. Literally all I did. Oh, waxed good. I almost should gap into the down though, which would be way better. It's a gap rail, it's not a gink rail. That felt so cool.
That was awesome, dude. You handled like nothing.
Hell yeah.
That was great.
Alright.
We haven't talked about the common crew at all yet.
I wasn't part of it from the very, very beginning. but maybe like a year and a half after, or a year after. See? I don't know if you're trying to kill me, but your seatbelt keeps going undone. Yeah, probably a year after they started filming and making videos and stuff, that's when I moved out here from Arizona. And the first guy I met was Sauce. Sauce has been my best friend ever since. We get along so goddamn well. But he introduced me to all the other boys. And going out riding with them all the time, I was always excited, like I am, getting clips. Let's go right here. And they eventually asked me, hey, you want a part in the DVD section? I was like, what? You're filming a DVD? What? Like, I didn't even understand that concept. I had owned one BMX video before that. And it was from my friends who were like way older and rode dirt bikes in Arizona. So they asked me that shit. Yeah, obviously I'm down. And then yeah, it was fucking full hot and heavy filming for that for 5 years. That was really cool experience.
How do you think that experience, like, everyone has like, well, most people are lucky to have a crew they kind of grow up with, but like it seems like you guys, not only did you have a crew, but you had dudes that filmed, you were in Southern California. I feel like to some degree some stars lined up for you guys, you know? Like,
yeah,
and everyone in the crew almost like became like a, God damn it, I hate when you can't see into your like
blind,
into danger zone.
Yep.
The bulk of you went on to getting like sponsors. And,
yeah,
like,
no, that's super true. Let's go right here. But this guy's gonna die if he wants to. Yeah, no, that's super true. We definitely are blessed to be in Southern California, first of all, and second of all, to have 2 filmers on deck. Like, where do you get that?
Yeah,
that is amazing. Sauce and Francis. I don't know if you know that Francis doesn't film anymore.
Yeah. Francis, what's he do now? I know he retired from BMX.
He's retired. I don't blame him at all. He just wants to make money in this world. We all want money. Money is a good thing to have. He's out here filming like Instagram stuff for companies. He's got clients like Cool King Froyo Yogurt or something like that. And he just goes and films Instagram videos for them, doing promotion. Okay. So he's still doing filming stuff. It's just in the different aspect, in the marketing sort of way. Which, I mean, I don't blame him. There's a shitload of money in marketing to be made.
Yeah, I mean, it's a given. Like, if you're involved in BMX, there's no, you're not gonna make a killing. You know,
No.
if you're lucky, you make like a living, and even that's modest. But you know, you do it because you love it. You know?
Exactly. Keeps you happy.
Yeah, there's definitely
BMX. Yeah, it's a good thing. Good thing to have in the life.
Yeah, regardless of my employment, anytime in my future, I'm still gonna, be involved in BMX because I love it. But
dude, it's in you. You're fuck. Ooh, that was cool. You're forever in BMX.
Yeah, I definitely consider myself a lifer.
Yeah, hell yeah. You've already put how many years, dude?
I'm 40 now. I've been doing this since I was like a teenager. So
let's call it 30.
Yeah, I would say. Okay, I'll say 30. I was 10. I was trying to bunny up when I was 10.
Serious construction over here. What the hell is
They're
going
giving
on?
like a facelift.
Yeah. All right.
Can you drive them to the back?
Yeah, if you want to check that stuff out.
And then what's the status now? So the video came out. Obviously, we can't even go in.
Wow, they really got us screwed up. Oh, we might be able to walk in because the status of Common Crew now as a whole.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's in a really weird state. We're not working on any videos together really, and Sauce is kind of not filming anymore either. He does every now and then, but as far as starting new projects, he's not in that route. He's also trying to make money.
Yeah.
Because we live in Southern California, it's hard to get up in this world.
It's fucking expensive.
Yeah, and we're only getting older, so
we can try to go around the other side.
we can walk up.
Keep the combo going. Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with Southern California. So we're all at the 23-year-old stage in our life where it's like we got our parents on our ass say, hey, do something, or we got to make it happen ourselves,
Yeah.
And that's what Sauce is doing. He's out there. That's why we're partners on that truck. That's what that Jeep was. I don't know if you saw the Jeep in the neighborhood. That's another one he's got for sale. He's on his hustle game for sure.
So he kind of just buys stuff and flips it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a proven hustle, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah. You don't want a real job or anything.
Sauce filmed the Grime tour, right?
Mm-hmm. See, Sauce is really down to do trip videos and stuff like that. Because that's like a thing that he knows, okay, there's kind of a set time frame. I could actually get this done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm down. Whereas if he starts a new project with Julian or something, Julian is the most picky guy ever, so he'll sit there and work on his part for 2 years, 3 years, and drop it. That's why Julian footage is rare. Because he goes in and he's very meticulous and he wants it the way he wants it, you know?
That's definitely respectable, but yeah, it's difficult for the filmer too, because you dedicate 2 years of your time. That's like, how do you pay someone really for 2 years? You can't really pay a filmer what they're worth for 2 years of filming.
Not even. Think about how much gas, food. The homie didn't bring out any food, so you got to buy him some tacos. And Sauce is generous like that too.
What's the backstory behind the Grime tour video? I mean, obviously you have the bars.
Oh, there's no backstory other than the bars are called Grime Bars, which is a perfect name created by Grant. Grant just hit me up and was like, hey, we're calling them the Grime Bars. I was like, dude, that is the perfect name. How could that get any better?
Oh, he's staying on
Dude, he's a shredder.
He was staying on his seat. His mom was filming him on his seat.
That's so cool.
How is it in general, like being on BSD now? Because obviously, you know, just having your name on products, things like that. Like, I feel like it's always like a big step as a rider, you know?
That's so surreal to me. Also, I just realized that we didn't even finish the story about the Grime Bar tour.
Yeah.
They gave me the Grime Bars, called them Grime Bars. I was like, okay, well, we have to go ride the grimiest shit we could possibly ride. And that was the whole purpose of the Grime tour. Get in the van, and shout out to Fubu. Seriously, he let us take his new shop van all the way across the country. We put 6,000 miles on it. And he just got it not long ago. So we took that thing and hit all these little tiny cities on the way. Like Lovelock and Battle Mountain and just weird cities like that. Just to find little cuts and things that no one's ever even seen or considered riding. And it was a really, really good time. With me, Sauce, Eddie, and Travis. There's no drama. None of us care. We're all go with the flow kind of people. It was a really, really good tour. Really good. We didn't even come in contact with one security guard or police officer for the entire 2 weeks.
Okay, now that's crazy.
Yeah, think about that, see? And why did that happen? Because we were riding shit that is like either old, abandoned, fucked up, or no one cared because it looked like hell already.
You had that in your favor for sure.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you know, you go to a spot where you're like, we're good here.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you get kicked out. You're like, are you kidding me? You're like, this is a toxic waste dump or something. You know, it's just some bullshit. You're like, really? Like, we can't do this here. Yeah, people are. But yeah, that's good. That's awesome. That's
it was so fun, dude. I was. You know how the graphic is me just in a dumpster with a bottle and stuff. We actually recreated that photo.
Oh, okay.
We have that photo. It's a disposable photo. It's so awesome.
That's funny.
I just looked like hell. But yeah, that was the whole purpose. Go ride some trash. I wanted to ride literal trash. People's couches.
Oh, you did? Yeah, it's
couch to couch.
Yeah, that was sick.
It took me almost an hour.
I bet.
I'm not kidding. And that was such a dirty couch. I kept hitting it. I went and took the best shower of my life after that couch.
So you're officially like pro for BSD, right?
Yeah, that's what they tell me. It's so crazy. I literally never thought this would happen. And even with the signature bars, I thought they were just going to give me the signature bars and then just like call it that, you know? Like that was going to be my warm-up. But then he's like, okay, well, that obviously means you're pro. It's like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Shit, for sure. I was actually in Thailand when he asked me.
Well, that's got to be kind of surreal, being in Thailand and then...
Yeah, I'm just in Thailand and then he told me this. Because he gave me those prototype bars a long time ago, like a year ago. He had a set of prototypes. He was like, hey, you want to try these 4-piece bars? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. 4-piece is the sickest thing ever. It looks so mean on your bike, so good. And yeah, he hooked me up with those. I ran them. And then in Thailand, He's like, hey, so how those bars feeling? I was like, they're so good. Like, I'd never want to run any other bar. I love this. And then that's when he's like, so Denim Cox signature bars? I'm like, what? Just because we're in the area, I figured we'd come to Dwyer Middle School and check out the new construction that they're doing. Ethan had told me that they're taking the little rail hop out, so I kind of want to see it. And also, this is where the gap rail for my Monster Mash part is. But back in the day, when we would just go downtown every day to go ride and check out girls and stuff, this is where we would end up, for sure. For sure, without a doubt, always Dwyer. Why? I don't know.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, this is like a kid in the Midwest dream. Like, it's a school 5 blocks from the beach. It's got ledges.
That's true. This is her. This thing.
This thing is massive.
It's perfect.
It was one of those things that was like always joked about.
Yeah, I know. Dak actually told me, he was like, yo, I went to middle school there, and I always joked about that, and you fucking did it. That was a super cool moment. Just like, whoa. Dude, she was a scary one.
Which one is it again?
I think I did this one. Yeah, I definitely did this one.
Look how narrow that is. I'm just going through it.
Yeah, no, you got about this much bars on both sides. 3 inch maybe.
3 inches there to like.
Yeah, straight to the gap firecracker. If that fence wasn't there, I'd rip the gap firecracker right now. It's so fun. It's so fun.
I guess that's the baby steps for this, right? Gap firecracker?
Well, yeah, if you can get the gap firecracker, you could put your pegs on the rail. It's just right there.
This is all true, but
well, you just have to aim a little. No, the first time I did this shit, I came, and this is one. You don't run up because you get scared that way. I came here, I ran up about 100 times, and then on the one that I finally sent, I hop. Right here, I'm like, nope, half commit. I hit the stairs, I'm firecrackering, and then I clip a peg on the upright and just slam into the bottom. That was probably 2 years before I actually came back and did it.
oh no shit, so you actually.
Yeah, no, it was like, started out as a joke, thought about it. It was like, okay, fine, Sauce, you talked me into it, let's do it, okay. Go there, we're here, 3 cameras on me, don't pull it, just slam into the ground after fighting with myself for 2 hours. But then, come up here, we came back 2 years later, and the reason it was being so weird the first time I came is because I had to ride through that grass, and it was all blind, and it just felt really weird. You know, I really wanted that prep time to get my mind ready for this. Into the grass, fucked my head up, came back 2 years later, you see all this concrete right here?
Okay.
All of this, from this crack on, was fresh poured. So I didn't have to swoop in all weird. I could actually swoop way wide, all on concrete the whole time. And then, that's why I had to do that. Tack was filming something back at the other school, and just for shits and giggles, I rode over here to look at the gap rail, and I saw that, and I went back over there, and I was so mad. I was like, Sauce, the run-up's perfect now. And he's looking at me, so you're gonna do it? It's like, no. Oh, yeah, okay, so cool, so you're gonna do it? All right, I'll start setting up the camera. And he just goes in his camera bag and starts setting up, and then I'm just like, fuck you. But it needed to be done. She's been screaming at me forever. I'm glad I got that one checked off the list. I never have to do that again.
Props to you, Dad. I think, might have been the first time I met up with you for that Common Crew article that I did for the magazine.
Oh, yeah?
When you were doing the, you were doing a crook to something or other. I don't remember, or you were doing a gap to crook. You're doing something on a rail, but your bike bounced up and your peg put the hole in your cheek.
Yeah, it was good times.
That was
Yeah, that rail. There was like a little bump jump at the top.
That's what it was, and you're bumped to it.
So I was trying to do bump, crook, switch 180. we all know I can't switch 180, so that was a long shot to start with. Shouldn't even have been riding around. But bump crook, and I watched that clip the other day for the first time and really like studied what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I threw my bike forward, and the bars hooked the rail and swung my peg straight into my mouth right here. And I'm still missing teeth from that.
Yeah, that's such a freak accident.
Yeah. I got one of them fixed. The other one's still chipped though. Me and my dentist have a real good relationship. I just remember being in the car like miserable, so mad at myself. Cause I had just gotten back from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Just got my front teeth fixed, all dialed, and then boom, 2 more. I had to get like 14 stitches, I think. Like 7 on the inside of my mouth, 7 on the outside.
From the peg.
Yeah. It went all the way through my cheek. I know, I look like the Joker. I'm just like... Comiker's gotten into a weird thing where here we are, we're not working on the projects. That fucking Monster Mash tied us together. We're brothers for life because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays it's different. Like, we're not always riding together all the time. We'll see each other at the skate park on Wednesday or whatever, but it's not like, it's Saturday, boys. We all gotta go out. Let's go. Get in Francis's Volvo. 5 deep, sweating our asses off in a disgusting car. It's not the same anymore. It's everyone has their own car, so they all drive, you know.
You all meet up at the spot.
Yeah, exactly. Which is that in itself is a different vibe.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's different. We still see each other, party, drink beers and shit, but
I feel like that's a big part of growing up because you have your like, quote unquote, like salad days homies. Like that point of riding when you were like first like exploring and like trying to learn stuff and like shaping who you were as a rider. That's all around that age you guys are at.
yeah. And that's why, that's another thing, the stars were lining so perfect. Like, that is the perfect age to do that, you know? We were just old enough for our parents to give us a little freedom, let us go out by ourselves, and not old enough to drive yet, so we still had to ride and go find stuff.
Right.
I just miss the days we were working on something, really. Working on a project, there's nothing better. And a DVD especially. I like full parts, DVD sections so much more than just web videos. It means so much more to me. But with Monster Mash, it was so sick, because me and Sauce were so on the same page. Like, we need to have the biggest party we could possibly have for this shit. Like, 5 years they've been waiting, we gotta go in for them. So me and Sauce organized the whole premiere thing. And that was pretty cool in itself, like, just learning the promotion shit. Learning how to get in contact with people. Sauce on the phone every day, calling venues, trying to figure one out. And everyone's like, okay, yeah, $3,000, fucking $900, but you can have it for 1 hour, and you have to get all your stuff out. Just being dicks about it. And then the Yoast hit us up, and that ended up being the venue that worked out for us. And it was good. We fit like 500 people in there.
That's good.
For a BMX video, it's awesome.
That's really
we were so happy. Sold a bunch of clothes, paid for the venue. It worked out perfect.
What about the packaging and the book and everything?
Oh yeah, for the book. Dude, that book was so fun to make. It was kind of stressful because we were on a time crunch, a serious time crunch. We had a month to make 150, and there's a lot of steps in those books. To make this book, I've got all my parts already pre-cut. Took them to work and cut them out on the table saw, so I did like 150 pairs at a time. Pretty easy. These wood things I cut out at work as well. And you take them and you staple them to the front piece of cardboard. And then you spray it all down with glue. Get it in there, put it in the edge so you got the nice rolling tray on the front. And then you place your spine, your back cover, and then you kind of trim the edges and put the book in. Throw it in this press. About 2 hours later, you pull it out, and this is how they look. Finished product right here. This is certified, baby. 1 of 150. We had everybody write. Chris scanned all the writing in.
I'm glad that we've gotten it to this point where it all looks dialed, it feels dialed, the binding is good, and all that. But it's really been a process.
We're going out every day.
Oh,
We
yeah.
do 3 or 4 photos a day. That shit stacks up so quick.
Oh yeah, no, I could have assumed that he was gonna do something with some of the photos.
Yeah, of course. And he was just talking about like maybe doing a zine one day. It's also like, dude, make a book. Like zines are so good. Make a book. And he's like, oh yeah, I guess we could do that. And then it became a joke, like, oh yeah, make the front like a rolling tray, you know. And Chris told me that idea. And the second he told me that, like I wasn't down just making a book. I'm like, it's a book. Like, I'm not really trying to put that effort in. But then he like mentioned the rolling tray thing that we could do on the front. I was like, whoa, that is NBD.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, totally.
That's so NBD. All right, Chris, we're doing this. I want you to know we're doing this. And so we're doing this, Chris. Get all your photos formatted. This is the pages. Dude, we found a website, printed the books really cheap. We got a couple samples ordered, sent them in. We made like a sample book cover. It was a piece of shit. All the pages were falling out.
Oh.
And we got them to send us a different sample, different paper, different glue. And that one worked out way better. And the cover that I made ended up way better too. I wanted to put a hole in the front of the cover and then have like the comma days printed on the first page showing through the cover.
Okay. Oh,
but then I was like, dude, we did one and it looked really good, but at the same time it was so much more work.
Yeah, I can only imagine. That's
So much more work and I didn't have the time. I had to work in this Lucille's the other night.
all right there. I'll
Yeah.
do the benches.
Yeah, well, we didn't do all of them. There was this one that needed a repair, so they sent me in. And I go there at like 10 o'clock or whenever they close. Do my shit, get out.
So it's like, are you reupholstering seats, or what is it kind of like?
No, how it works is we are like subcontracted by this major shop in Garden Grove that makes all the booth seating.
Okay.
And makes the foot rails or the bar top or whatever we have to do. They make it all. They send it on a truck. It meets us at the job site, wherever it is, and I go all over. Like last week, I was up in Reno with my friend Bob. Me and him did a casino jump. And that was the first time I ever done it by myself without the boss there. It worked out good. He was happy.
That's good.
Hell yeah. He gave me a raise right after. I was so stoked.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I heard. But yeah, the truck will meet us there, give us all our parts, we unload them, get them in, get the old shit out, put it on the truck, screw them to the wall, do whatever we gotta do. Sometimes we do the bar tops, sometimes we do just the upholstery pads, sometimes we do the whole booth.
Okay.
It's different every time, whatever they want to spend, you know? But I love doing that shit, because I'm never in the shop, just stuck in the same old routine. It's different every time. I gotta start at a different hour. Sometimes I leave my house at 4:30 in the morning. Sometimes I leave at 10 at night. Sometimes it's a midday thing. Yeah, it's cool. And my boss is one of the fucking best guys I've ever known. Like,
how is it balancing like riding with your job?
Really hard. Today is actually the first time I've ridden in probably 3 or 4 weeks, just because I've been out of town on the Wednesday that I usually ride at Vans, and then with getting up super early, I get home late, and I don't know. It's definitely hard to balance for sure. When I ride, I like to go out and film. Mm-hmm. It just makes sense to me. I'm out there. I'm gonna send myself either way. I prefer it to be on camera.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. I mean,
so whenever Sauce is available, I'll go, usually, or Scott, or whoever is down. But yeah, it's a hard balance. Plus, I've been working on all them dirt bikes in my backyard, trying to get them ready for the Texas trip.
I don't know if I knew about the Texas trip.
Me and Bob are going to Texas to Right after the 4th, for my birthday.
Okay.
I just want to go see my family.
That actually reminds you mentioned Scott's video, so you are filming for another DVD then?
Yeah, technically, I guess so. Is he DVDing it, or is he just gonna call it a full video?
I don't think he would. I think he strikes me as a DVD guy.
Yeah.
For sure. I haven't really talked to any length about it with Scott, to be honest, but I'm pretty damn certain he's gonna make a DVD.
He should. I mean, it's so cheap to make. It's so cheap to put it on a copy.
Without him actually verbally telling me he's doing that, I'm still positive he's doing that.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about that. That'll be the 3rd DVD section in my life. Fuck yeah.
Has there been any talk about anything with BSD as far as DVDs go?
Not that I'm aware of. I'm not real sure. They just did Transmission not too long ago, and I think that was a really
big one.
A really big project for them. So
that was an incredible video.
Right, you know BSD, they're all about web videos anyways.
Yeah.
Trip videos. And that's the sickest shit.
It's great though, they do a lot of trips.
I love it.
How is it for you as far as like, I mean, I feel like you don't need any motivation. You're already like, strike me as a very motivated dude.
Fully motivated.
But like when you're with Reed, because he's also a very motivational guy. So if you guys together, I don't know if you guys cancel each other out or your heads explode. Like, what happened?
That's really funny that you say that, because that does happen where we'll go out and his mind's going fucking crazy. And let's be honest with each other. Reed is a very virtuous rider, so he can ride anything, see anything, and me and him ride kind of the same in some ways. Mm-hmm. So he'll call out the trick that I want to do, and then I'm just sitting on the sidelines like, motherfucker, take my trick, son of a bitch. But then I'll sit there, watch him ride it with him, and then I'll come up with something else to do. So usually we work it out, and it's never ever a stress. Like, we're never like, nah, dude, I'm doing that shit. Like, fuck you. Dude, Reed is so fun to go ride with.
I'll take you wherever you need to go.
Alright, dude, there's a weed store around here. It's fucking right up here. You think you could just drop me off there?
That's not a problem. That could be arranged.
Alright, I believe it's straight up this street. You hook a left on Anaheim, and then boom, I'm in the green.
In the green.
I'm in the green. I made it out of today in one piece.
You did.
I still have air in my tires. I get to pedal after. I'm so stoked. For left. Up in this cut, that white building that says open, but it really has no label. That's where I want to be in life. Look at her. She's set up. She's happy.
It says pen.
Where?
On the sign. Not even open. You killed today, dude. It was awesome.
Thank you. Today was
definitely
awesome.
I had a great time.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
Thanks for the invite and the opportunity. That was so fun.
My pleasure.
Happy to see you.
Great day in the Volvo.
All right. Have a good